Biscuit and Friends, a day at the aquarium. Stay here, Biscuit. We're going to the aquarium. We'll see all kinds of fish and some sea turtles too. We'll be back soon. Biscuit watched the little girl and her friends set out on their way. Woof, woof! Biscuit didn't want to wait. Could he go along? Woof! Biscuit had never been to the aquarium. Which way could it be? Biscuit sniffed here and there. He passed the school and the pond. He passed the library and the park. Biscuit sniffed again and again until... Woof, woof! Biscuit found the aquarium at last. He couldn't wait to go inside. Aquarium. The aquarium was filled with fish of every size and color. Woof! Biscuit saw sharks swimming by. He saw tall tanks of jellyfish, but it wasn't long before he found what he was really looking for. Woof, woof! Oh, Biscuit! How did you find your way here? Asked the little girl. Woof, woof! Follow us now, Biscuit. There's a lot to see at the aquarium. Woof, woof! Over here, Biscuit. Let's stop at a touch pool. Woof! But Biscuit was not ready to stop. He wanted to see the sea turtles. The sea turtles wanted to see him too. Woof, woof! Just then, Biscuit heard a loud barking sound. What could it be? Woof! Biscuit hurried past more fish. He ran outside and saw a crowd waiting. The barking was getting closer. Bark, bark, woof, woof. Funny puppy, said the little girl. I knew you'd find the seals and the sea lions. Look, here comes their trainer. Woof, woof. It was fun to see the trainer feed the seals and sea lions. The seals swam gracefully through the water. The sea lions barked and barked. Just then the trainer looked here and there. Was something missing? Woof, woof! Biscuit saw just what the trainer was looking for and gave it to her at once. Woof, woof! Thank you, said the trainer. Seals and sea lions need plenty of playtime. A day at the aquarium wouldn't be the same without you, Biscuit, said the little girl. I'm glad you found your way. I think we all are. Bark, bark, woof, woof. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is when Biscuit was watching the sea turtles. Big Dog, Little Dog by P.D. Eastman. In this book, the two dogs are friends. There's a big one named Fred and a little one named Ted. Let's find out what happens in this book. Fred and Ted were friends. Fred was big. Ted was little. Fred always had money. Ted never had money. When they walked in the rain, Fred was wet and Ted was dry. They both liked music. Fred played the flute. Ted played the tuba. When they had dinner, Fred ate the spinach and Ted ate the beets. When they painted the house, Fred used green paint, Ted used red. One day, Fred and Ted went away in their cars. Fred went in his green car, Ted went in his red car. Fred drove his car slowly. Ted drove his car fast. They came to a sign. Where should we go? Asked Fred. To the mountains, said Ted. Look at all the signs. They could go to the mall, the zoo, the beach, the mountains, or Pittsburgh. But they chose the mountains. When they got to the mountains, Ted skied all day long. Fred skated all day long. When they stopped, Fred was cold. Ted was warm. By night, both of them were very sleepy. Look, said Fred, a small hotel. Fred's room was upstairs. Ted's room was downstairs. Good night, Ted. Sleep well, said Fred. Good night, Fred. Sleep well, said Ted. There's something odd about this room. Fred's bed is too small, and Ted's bed was too long. But they did not sleep well. Upstairs, Fred thumped and bumped and tossed and turned. Downstairs, Ted moaned and groaned and crashed and thrashed all over the bed. When morning came, Fred called Ted. Let's take a walk, Fred said to Ted. We can walk and talk, said Ted to Fred. They walked uphill, they walked downhill. They made tall talk. They made small talk. Did you get any sleep last night, Ted? None at all, Fred. My bed's too little. My bed's too big. What can we do about it, Ted? I don't know, Fred. Maybe they could switch beds. Hey, look, there's that bird again. That bird is following them through the whole book. I think he has something to say. I know what to do, said the bird. Ted should sleep upstairs and Fred should sleep downstairs. The birds got the word. Let's find out what happens. Back to bed, yelled Ted. Back to bed, yelled Fred. It's downstairs for me, yelled Fred. It's upstairs for me, yelled Ted. Ted jumped into the little bed upstairs, and Fred jumped into the big bed downstairs. Ted slept all day long in the cozy little bed, and Fred slept all day long in the cozy big bed. Yay! Well, that was easy to do. Big dogs need big beds. Little dogs need little beds. Why make big problems out of little problems? The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is when they finally get to sleep all day long. Thank you for reading with me. Please like and subscribe for more stories, songs, and more. See you next time.